I guess when you think of our whole values structure, we start at the highest level of shared success as our purpose. Shared success for our employees, customers, owners, partners, community. That's just kind of the basic background framework within which we operate. The first programs really, I think, that were part of this shared success concept were our profit sharing plan and our bonus plan. And we started in one way and we reworked a little bit, but basically we ended up with two different additional compensation programs. And this was in place by 8 or 9 years in. And the one is the profit sharing plan. And this is really the power to the people plan. This is the broad sharing of success. Even newer employees get a meaningful amount of profit sharing when we're profitable, but the longer term employees get more. And then the other piece is the bonus plan. And that's really more the capitalist plan, you might say, because that was really focused on key drivers of success. So not everybody got bonus, whereas everybody got profit sharing. We had a little bit of the power to the people piece, a little bit of the capitalism piece. We were sharing success. And we got to like 9 years in. And I happened to go to an event here in Lancaster at the Chamber of Commerce. And I heard a speaker by the name of Yale Eastman, founder of a company called Thermocore. And Yale was talking about direct employee ownership open to all employees and how that just changed their company and how that just kind of turbocharged the engagement of everybody. And right sitting there listening to Yale speak, I just thought, okay, this is the final piece. We had all these other things were just kind of precursors to we need to put in employee ownership, and it should be direct where people actually own stock in our company. So we were only 15 people at this time. So trying to make that work for 15 people was a bit of a challenge. But after about a year of working with lawyers and accountants and just trying to simplify this as much as we could, we rolled out employee ownership in 1998. Now we hover around 2/3 of our employees owning stock. That's just a testament to how engaged people are in our company. We don't require, we don't arm twist, we don't say you really need to be an owner in the literal sense of buying stock in our company. We say that's an option. If you want to go that route, you are certainly welcome, and we're very happy that you do, but that is not a requirement to join Cargas. What is a requirement, though, is you must think and act like an owner. That's the expectation. Even if you have not yet bought stock, you're still part of the profit sharing plan. So there's sort of an ownership feel to that for sure. And if you're excelling and doing great work in your job, you're going to get some bonus in addition to your salary and your profit sharing. So there is an ownership feel even if you are not an owner. We think of thinking and acting like an owner is you're caring about everybody, because it's like everybody working together can create a much bigger pie than people kind of only looking out for themselves and having these contentious relationships. And so it's like, why not work together? That's much more fun, first of all. But secondly, it creates more success. And then there is that success to share broadly and generously. Then we get into our core values, and those are teamwork, customer care, employee ownership. Teamwork just depends so much on just being honest with each other. And it's okay if you make a mistake or something didn't go well. Just say, hey, that did not go well. You'll hear that all the time around here. Well, what can we do better next time? It's like we're all working together just to try to help each other to get better. I remember in previous companies I worked for, there was all this backstabbing and trying to make yourself look good by tearing other people down. You really won't see that around here. It's let's all lift each other up and do better as a group. Customer care, really most of the money that supports this whole thing comes from customers. So the only way people want to part with their hard-earned money is if we're providing great value for them. And so we just strive to provide such a high level of value for our customers that they're happy to pay us not only enough to cover our basic expenses, but to cover enough so that we pay some profit sharing and pay some bonus. You really have to care about the customer and just be looking out for their well-being, even if it's not in an area that we're technically responsible for on a particular project. You'll see a lot of companies that will say, oh yes, we have teamwork, we care about our customers. There's not too many companies that say, oh, we have employee ownership. And most companies that do have employee ownership through what's called an ESOP, an employee stock ownership plan, which is a retirement plan basically that's highly regulated by the government, and it's got lots of tax advantages and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is you are an indirect owner, but ours is totally different. Ours is direct ownership and it's open to every employee. When I first started out, because I didn't want to take outside money right off the bat. I really wanted to get our company pretty well established at the beginning, and I figured the best way to control all this culture stuff was really to be the sole owner at the beginning. As with a lot of things you start, almost all, it takes longer than you think to get to the point of break even. It takes more money than you think. It was not a fun way to be an owner of a business in those early years because it's just what was required to get us to the point where we could be self-sustaining. It is so gratifying to me to be able to say, here's an easier way for you to become an owner because you can just, you can do payroll deduction when you get your profit sharing. You can take part of that money and you can put that into investing in Cargas stock, and you can, over time, build up a nice nest egg without taking the crazy risks that I and a lot of other startup entrepreneurs had to take. I guess I want everybody to think of us as a company that cares about sharing success broadly, that we're a great place to work.